Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I find myself travelling from Gold Coast to Adelaide in a sudden attempt to get out before the border closed. Gold Coast Airport is located approximately 90 kilometres to the south of Brisbane and is the state's third busiest airport, behind Brisbane and Cairns. Jetstar is a big airline in Gold Coast's market, and it will be no surprise if the check-in area is really big. Unlike most airports at Gold Coast, Jetstar offers both self-check-in and the old-fashioned way, normal check-in. I chose to be checked in the old-fashioned way.
Hello, can I just check in for my flight, please?
After a little bit of a rude check-in, I'm now airside at Gold Coast Airport. Gold Coast Airport has a lot of good food and drink options, as well as a lot of seating. I can imagine during the holidays these will be packed. My flight to Adelaide today will depart from Gate 4. Here is my aircraft on approach from Adelaide as JQ454. And here she is. I'm surprised how quickly today's turnaround was. Before long, it was time to board our flight to Adelaide.
Hello. Thank you. Forward stairs, thanks.
Welcome to Jetstar Economy Class in a simple 3x3 configuration. It's now time to go over some seat features. Legroom is good, well, for Jetstar. The tray table folds down from the seat in front and can be moved backwards and forwards. In the seat pocket there is a safety card, a menu and an air sickness bag. And this will be my view for the flight over to Adelaide. And above the seat there is some reading lights and some air vents.
Manager on board the aircraft today, and on behalf of my team I'd like to extend a warm welcome to you all. Our captain today is Captain Joshua Hocking, and joining him in the flight deck is First Officer Rosina Helbig. Our flight time through to Adelaide is approximately 2 hours and 14 minutes. A friendly reminder that smoking or the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted on board. And if you are travelling with small children, please be mindful as you lower the armrests. It is a government requirement.
That A320 that just pulled up next to us is coming from Hobart.
Shocking, joining me today, First Officer Rosie Helbig. We'd like to extend a Colesbrook Broad Hour service through to Adelaide. Apologies for the delay in getting away. We're just waiting for the baggage handlers to finish up loading the aircraft. They shouldn't be too much longer. Then underway. We've taken off towards the north today, making a right-hand turn to set course. Flight time 2 hours and 14 minutes. Once underway, I'll get back to you with some further flight details and a estimated arrival time for Adelaide. In the meantime, please sit back, relax, make yourselves comfortable, and we'll be underway as soon as we can. Thank you.
Often, it's important you're familiar with the safety features on board this Airbus A320. Please give your attention to the closest crew member to you and listen carefully.
Otherwise completely switched off. Your carry-on baggage and larger electronic devices should now be placed either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. Lift the buckle and clasp and pull on the loose strap to tighten. Undo the seatbelt by lifting the buckle flap. The seatbelt is most effective to these exits. If we need to leave the aircraft quickly, taking your personal items with you will slow you down. So please
My in-flight voucher meal has now arrived. I went with the Dad's Duo Pie Pack and the Jetstar model. Let's dig in. The pack includes a 110 gram steak pie and an 80 gram beef sausage roll. Based on the presentation, you can tell that the pies are frozen. Although it's not about the presentation, it's about the taste, am I right? Let me start with the sausage roll. It was very flavourful and came out really warm. The meat inside tasted like a normal sausage roll. What more could you want? This filled me up very well. I'm very happy with the sausage roll. Now for everyone's favourite, the pie. The meat inside wasn't dry and the flavour filled your mouth with a big burst of flavour. What a great meal. I used the remainder of my money to purchase an Airbus A320 Jetstar model. Shall we build it? Here is the plane. I think I did a pretty good job, hey? Before we land into Adelaide, let's have a quick look at the lavatory.
Ziploc bag and take them with you and not left on the aircraft. Due to COVID-19, domestic travel restrictions may be in place. Please ensure you check the latest government advice and that you are eligible to travel to Adelaide. If you're not eligible, you may be denied entry or required to undertake hotel quarantine, possibly at your own expense. If you have any questions regarding entry requirements, you should contact the relevant government department on arrival. Please be advised it is an offence to bring certain items into South Australia. If you are carrying fresh fruit and vegetables, plants or seeds, please give them to a member of the cabin crew for disposal. Or dispose of these items in one of the quarantine bins in the terminal. Be aware restrictions are currently in place on moving some fruit and vegetables within South Australia due to fruit fly outbreaks. Find out what you need to do. Visit fruitfly.sa.gov.au.
As we are beginning to approach Adelaide, I think it would be a good time to summarise this short flight with Jetstar. I really enjoyed Jetstar on this flight. It's my first time purchasing the Max Bundle fare, and I did this because I didn't want to have to be locked into one flight leaving Queensland, as I was uncertain about the border closures. It was actually a really good flight. Great service, great food, everything was really top notch. Would I do it again? Yeah, I probably would. Jetstar are actually offering a good service. Whilst this flight was $250, I did enjoy it more than my $250 flight over with Qantas a couple of days earlier. If you want to see that video, it'll be available in the top right corner or the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this trip report. I'm glad that you made it this far. I have a lot of travel planned over the summer, so I'll be coming back to you with weekly flight reports. I have many trips including business class trips and inaugural flights, and even a couple of trains. It's going to be one epic summer. Until then, see you around.
Welcome to Adelaide, where the local time is 1:26. Jetstar would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. We would also like to pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. On behalf of all your crew, it's been our pleasure having you on board. Today we'll exit through the forward door. Before you head off, double check you have everything with you and be careful opening the overhead lockers just in case any luggage has moved during the flight. Remember to take any face masks or wipes for the user and use off the aircraft. If your phone is within arm's reach, you can switch it on now. Just remember that you're unable to use it on the tarmac. Any other devices need to stay switched off until you're inside the terminal. Smoking is strictly not allowed on the tarmac or in the terminal. Please also stay seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened until the captain has switched off the seatbelt sign. This does include infants and children. And if Adelaide is home, welcome home. And if you are visiting, we hope you have a lovely stay. Crew, disarm the doors, thank you.
Hey, see you later.
Thank you.
Where were you seated?
3D.